G'day guys and welcome back. I'm Razini16 and I'm here to bring you episode 24 of Gunning for Glory. Now, if you watched episode 23, this is literally just straight after it, so you haven't really missed anything. Just looking at the side, I'm pretty sure the fitness is all good. If not, I'll touch it up before I jump into the game, but we're going to hop in, do our usual 2 games, hopefully pick up a couple of wins and try and get some points in this division so we're more likely to get up there and get the next promotion. In the first game, we do come up against a really nice 100 chem BPL side. Now this side really made me happy because there wasn't any pacey strikers. Really worries me when I come up against pacey strikers, but when it's the likes of Diego Costa, I'm not really that paranoid because if he's going to get around me, there's a good chance I can keep up. Now, unfortunately, the AI computer did make a stupid tackle which gave away a penalty in this. Trust me, I wasn't happy. I said my fair share about it, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. He got the penalty, he put it away. I was hoping he went down the middle, but he went far left, unfortunately. But that does put him up 1-0. He wasn't that great of a player. I felt like I was very hard done by conceding a goal against him. But I was very dominant. I was all over him. But it was one of them games where I just couldn't seem to be able to finish the game off and get the goal. But just on the stroke of half-time, we do manage to make a break on goal and absolutely smash it home with Danny Welbeck on his about 5th attempt on goal, one-on-one with the keeper. He was shitting me this game. He couldn't seem to get it around the keeper. Every time he just kicked it straight into him. Would have chucked it in the highlights, but I thought you guys wouldn't really want to see it. But second half, you're going to see a few highlights of goals that probably should have been. If not, they are. So we do manage to pick up another goal, and as you can see by halftime, the stats are completely against me. His shot count's absolutely shitting all over mine, but if you look at it, he's actually only got 1 shot in the box, and that was the penalty. This guy was a good player, don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like he was up to the standard I was playing at this game. He might have just had an off game, I don't know, but he was also a very much stat booster. I looked at the stats and I was quite shocked to see what they actually were, and unfortunately, he didn't get the result he wanted, but if you look at it, it's because he was shooting outside the box every single time. But as you can see by the last couple of clips, it was very annoying. I got a couple of chances on goal I definitely should have scored, and then we happened to get the goal out of a chance we shouldn't have scored. To get that throw in, he actually was trying to skill me with the defender when he should have just cleared it. It went out, it turned against him, so really, it's karma. He can't really complain too much, but that does take us to full time. A really nice, fun, intense game. We did end up getting up 2-1 in an absolutely really fun game. I really enjoyed it. It was another couple of games in this episode that I really enjoyed. Came up against some really quality opponents, except for maybe the guy we just played. As I said, he could have just been having an off game. We all do it. I'm sure I have games sometimes where I look like an absolute spastic when, well, I like to think I'm not, but I don't want to sound arrogant, so sometimes just have off games, but it was a really fun game nonetheless. I love being in this division at the moment because the last games you had last episode I really enjoyed, and this one was no different. Especially this second game we're about to hop into is really enjoyable. But we're just going to make sure the fitness is alright, and we'll hopefully hop into this game and get our second win, which does get us out of the relegation zone in these division. Which, to be honest, is something that scares the shit out of me sitting there looking that we're under the line, because I hate to think that we get relegated in this series. I'd like to think if I don't get the promotion or the title, I'd at least like to hold division for every single one. If I get demoted at all in this series, I'll be very disappointed in myself because I feel like I'm good enough to at least hold a division, but I don't know. I managed to get up and win Division 1 last year, but it might be completely different this year. It might be so much harder. So I can't get ahead of myself. I just got to play the best I can and try and get there. But in the second game, we do come up against a nice 100 chem Serie A team. Wasn't really worried in the likes of the strikers, but that Mertens at Cam was a real worry. I know he's a beast player, but his strikers I know aren't that great. So hopefully we can hop in and get 2 out of 2 wins for this episode. Opportunities were few and far between in this match. There was very much no action in the first half. That's really good English. I understand that doesn't make sense. We do get this very scrappy goal. I definitely didn't deserve it, but at the same time I deserved the goal with the first shot, which happened to bounce off and just go in our way. So I guess you could say we deserved it. I guess you could say we can't. Whatever. But that does take us to halftime. Again, stats are very much in his favour, but again, if you look, there's only 1 shot inside the box. Very even game, another fun one, back and forth. No one can really get that one break on goal that's going to score. Just testing ones on the outside where you shoot at the goalkeeper, you know he's going to save it, but just testing the water to see how we go. Hopefully the second half is full of much more highlights to show you guys. As we hop into the second half, it was much more alive in this second half, and that absolutely phenomenal free kick play he did here got him an absolute screamer of a goal, near side to the keeper, top corner. Absolutely phenomenal. I was talking to him over the Connect microphone, and I was saying, like, I was not mad in the slightest about that. I was absolutely phenomenal playing a phenomenal goal, and just a couple of minutes later, obviously, he caught me off guard and had a bit of momentum. Same thing happens, he runs on with Mertens and smacks it near side on the goalkeeper, and it goes in. Again, I said it was a deserved goal. He played absolutely phenomenally this second half and deserved to come back and get in front. And I didn't want to take it away from him. This guy was a really, really good player and really fun to play against. But a few amazing goals that definitely were deserved, and I'm not going to complain. But one thing I will complain about was, again, my opportunities for the second half. A couple of times there, as you'll see in the clip just then, I got on goal and should have got the shot off, but just got nudged that last second. Post-patch, they've made free kicks and penalties a lot harder to get. I understand that, and I'm probably grateful for it, because it was annoying as fuck when you just gave him a little nudge and it gave away a foul or penalty. But at the same time, I felt pretty hard done by there. I definitely would have scored had he not done that, but unfortunately we do go down 2-1 in the second game. He had a phenomenal second half. He definitely probably deserved the win, and I don't want to take that away from him. Not saying that I felt like I deserved to win. I reckon a draw probably would have been fair, but as you can see by his stats again, although they are incredibly in his favour, a lot of his shots are pretty ridiculous ones from angles he's never going to get it in. But we do manage to pick up one win, which does put us, I think, one more win out of the relegation zone. We're still in the uncharted territory, but we've still got 5 games in hand to try and get out of there. So, 1 point away, sorry. So we've still got plenty of time to get out of there, and I have no doubt we will. But that will be the completion of this episode and today's episode. Sorry for the screw up. It won't be happening again anytime soon, I can assure you. But that will be the end of today's 2 episodes. Hope you enjoy them. Leave a like if you do. But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks very much, and see you guys around.